New comic book day is coming fast, and you do not want to get caught off guard showing up to your shop Tuesday or Wednesday not knowing what you're going to get. So keep watching this video to hear all the new issues coming out, the hot covers to go with them, and keep watching to the end of the video to hear my top choice of the week, so stay tuned. Welcome back everyone, AR Comics here. We have a huge list to go over today. I've got books from AWA Studios, IDW, Boom, Image, DC, Marvel, massive list. But before I get into any of that, if you're not already subbed up to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. My new days are Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I've got unboxings, speculation videos, the hottest comics. I talk about it all. So if you like comics, no reason not to be subbed up. So let's get started on the upcoming releases this week. First up, we have two books from AWA Studios. The first one, we have Red Border 4 out of 4. I haven't read it, I'm going to be honest. It looks awesome. I got too late to it. Most of the shops around here, and I'm sure a lot of yours are the same way, they don't really over-order on these books. It's kind of like if you order it, that's what they're getting, and that's pretty much it. So they're a little bit harder to find, and if you're checking eBay, they're a little bit pricier for that reason. So I'm just going to talk about it a little bit because, like me, most people probably don't know what it's exactly about. So it's a young Mexican couple narrowly escapes the Juarez cartel by fleeing across the border into Texas, only to be run down in the desert by the cartel's most brutal thugs. Rescued by a mysterious local who takes them to safety in his family's ranch, the couple soon realizes that they must escape a house of horrors beyond their wildest imagination. In this exciting conclusion to the series, the couple finds that the army of assassins closing in on them might be their only hope of survival. Sounds badass. It only has cover A, and you know, if I find it, I'm just gonna get all of them at the same time because it sounds pretty interesting. Another big one we have is Year Zero. If you're keeping up with anything from AWA, they did just announce a second volume of issues coming out, so it obviously had some popularity. The issues are selling for around $10 to $20. They're pretty popular. And if you're not keeping up, it's like a zombie apocalypse type deal. First issue was great. Artwork, I know in my last video, if you're keeping up, I said the artwork wasn't exactly for me. I kept reading it. I enjoyed the read, and the artwork worked very well with it. So I take back from what I said. Next up, we have Boom. I don't think it's going to be too big of a Boom week, but there is one issue that I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait to get it, and I had no idea it was even coming out until I looked at this list. So, the first up, we have Mega Man Fully Charged. How fucking cool is that going to be? A Mega Man comic coming out from Boom. There's a ton of different covers. I'm just going to cycle through and just like casually show off some of them. And I think they're all super badass. Just looking at it, I'm pretty sure they have cover A, B, C, D, E, and F. So we've got 6 different covers. I think the foil variant is probably my favorite one that I was able to see because some of them are still hidden and they have like, you know, silver, gold foils, but I'm a big fan of this foil one. Personally, if I can get it, that's the one I'm going to be getting. So, Mega Man, let's check it out. It is a new beginning for the worldwide culture phenomenon featuring heroes like Mega Man, Rush, Dr. Light trying to save Silicon City from the villainous forces of the Robot Master set in the world of the Mega Man. Fully charged TV series after Mega Man's father, Dr. Light, is kidnapped. A shocking truth rocks Mega Man's world as it seems the Robot Masters know about his secret history and what he does. There's so much more to go over. I don't need to talk about it. It's fucking Mega Man. It's going to be so cool. I cannot wait to get that. Alright, next up, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 53. It has 4 different covers, cover A, B, 2 Bs, and a C. Like usual, I mean, I just talked about it. I love these foil variants. I think they're so cool. I'm not going to be getting Power Rangers, though. I haven't read a single issue. For the people who have been reading it, they tell me to hop on it. It's awesome. Nothing else from Boom for me this week. Alright, it's a little weird, but they have a Something Is Killing the Children face mask. I'm not sure what it's going to be looking like, but I'm sure, I don't know, it's probably going to be cool. It might have like the little teeth or whatever. I don't know. If I see it, I might get it. That is going to be it from Boom. Next up, we have DC Comics. Big week for DC fans. First up, we have Batgirl 48. I'm not going to get too into it because I haven't read a single Batgirl issue, and Either way, I just wanted to talk about it. We've got 2 covers. And after that, we have Batman Beyond 46, also has a cover A and a cover B. I won't be getting either of them. Also with this one as well, Batman Superman 11 also has a cover A and a cover B. So I won't be getting that. But moving on, so this is the big one of the week for all you DC fans out here. You do not want to miss out on this. Batman 3 Jokers #1 of 3. This has been displayed in all the shops, talked about by everyone. Everyone is looking forward to this. There is a total of 2, 4, 6, 7 different covers. So same thing as before. I'm just gonna cycle through them as I talk about this. I'm excited for it. So I'm just going to read off a little bit in case if anyone wasn't particularly keeping up and now they're looking at the cover and they're like, that's badass as hell. So 30 years after Batman, the Killing Joke changed comics forever. 3 Jokers re-examines the myth of who or what the Joker is and what is at the heart of his eternal battle with Batman. New York Times bestseller Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok, the writer and artist team that waged the Dark Side War, in the pages of Justice League, reunite the ultimate story of the Batman and the Joker. After years of anticipating, starting in the DC Universe, Rebirth #1, the epic miniseries you've been waiting for is finally here. Find out why there are 3 Jokers and what that means for the Dark Knight and the Clown Prince of Crime. It's a mystery unlike any Batman has ever faced. I'm getting that shit. Those covers are badass. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Moving on. We have Plunge 6 of 6. I have not read any of these. I love all these horror mystery type deals that they're releasing with the Joe Hill House comics. I think they're all so good. Plunge I was a little bit late to. I did just recently pick up issue 1 because they're a little bit harder to find. But if you are keeping up with it, it is the final issue. After that, we have another series finale of Question the Deaths of Vic Sage, #4 of 4. That has 2 covers. Question the Deaths of Vic Sage also has 2 covers. Bill Sienkiewicz, Dennis Cohen. That one's pretty sweet. But Andrea Sorrentino, he does the artwork for Gideon Falls. Love the artwork. I think it's fantastic. And, this is pretty sweet too. If I was to get this book, I would definitely be getting that cover. Other than that, that is it for DC. We are moving on to IDW. See, I don't really talk about IDW, but sometimes they got some sleepers in there. Like this one up next, we have Canto 2, The Hollow Men, #1 of 5. Brand new. It's got 3 different covers, and these covers are all fantastic. I think they're all so cool. I love that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles homage. If I get this book, I have to get that cover. That cover is awesome. That is it for IDW. We are moving on to Image Comics. They put out some of my favorite books this week. A little bit on the slower side, but we're going to be starting off with Bliss #2 of 8. I thought that series is awesome so far. It's some dude, he kind of has a shittier life, and he just finds this, I don't know, he finds a drug den or something. It's called Bliss, and I guess he went on a massive killing spree. It was all for money to provide for his family, so I guess that makes it okay. I don't know. But he doesn't remember anything he's done, basically because of this Bliss drug. It I don't know, it blocks out what he's done, so he doesn't even know. Awesome read so far. Didn't pick it up the first week. I'm absolutely picking up #2 though. Next up we have, this is a very unique one, so I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. Bomb Queen Trump Card #1 of 4. I know Bomb Queen was another series, but this is just a small little run. And this cover, that's a pretty cool cover. So let's talk about it. It's 2024, and a supervillain Bomb Queen wants to stop Donald Trump from becoming president for life. Her plan: campaign against Trump, steal his voter base, and lay bare America's dark underbelly in the process. Bomb Queen returns after 8 years in a brand new series featuring all the explosive satire and twisted fun her fans have come to expect in other words. It is pretty much guaranteed to offend everyone. But, I don't know, it's pretty cool. And so the other cover that I can show off, is this the first time Donald Trump's ever been on a comic book cover? I don't know if people are interested in that. I'm sure most people could care less if he's on a cover. But something to possibly consider. Next up, we have Family Tree #8 by Jeff Lemire. 1 cover. I love this series. I stopped getting it for a little while because I was a little bit tighter on money. I didn't really want to spend, but I'm so happy I repicked it back up. Jeff Lemire is putting out fantastic work right now, and this series is no different. If you're not reading that, I would check it out. I think the new arc was issue 7. You definitely need to read the first part, and I think they have a trade paperback. Not 100% on that. Definitely worthwhile checking out, though. After that, we have Philadelphia number 7. This is a series that to me dropped off. I think it was completely the artwork. There was nothing wrong with the story. It was interesting, and it takes place in Philadelphia. Cool. So this one has 2 different covers. The cover A is awesome. But I'm not huge on Scotty Young covers, but I think this one works very well. Pretty cool. I enjoy it. I'm not going to be getting it, though. I think the last issue I read was like issue 3, maybe 4. Not for me. After that, we have Spawn 309, 3 different covers, all badass. So they got the Francesco Mattina cover right there, and then my personal favorite, I think this one's just so cool. Todd McFarlane cover. And you just can't hate on Todd McFarlane's artwork. He does great work. It's all bomb. And other than that, we have That Texas Blood number 3. That was a fairly unique series as well. It was just, I don't know, the first issue just kind of followed like an older guy. It was his birthday, just living his regular life. And you kind of like slowly learn that things have happened in his past that are still kind of like haunting him. And then like the issue just takes like a crazy turn. I'm not going to give it away. I suggest reading it. And moving on to last but not least, we have Marvel. You know how they be. I'm not going to go into too much depth of any of these books because I don't know anyone reading any of these books. 2020 Force Works number 3 of 3. This 2020 thing is finally coming to an end, and we never have to deal with it, hopefully ever again. All we gotta do is just get through this Empire shit, and Marvel just might put out good stuff after. 2020 I, Wolverine 2 of 2 different covers. Those covers are actually pretty cool. I don't know what the story's like. I do like Wolverine. So moving on, we have Amazing Spider-Man 47, 2 separate covers. Could this finally have Kindred? I highly doubt it. So I'm just not even gonna like entertain the idea of it. I feel like it's going to be like a big issue 50. They're going to reveal them. They're going to show them. And it's going to be like, yes, after 50 goddamn issues, we finally have them. Whatever. After that, we have Daredevil Annual number 1. Cover A is Chip Zdarsky and cover B is Declan Shavley. Those covers are awesome. I love this Daredevil run. Chip Zdarsky is absolutely killing it. So I'm definitely picking up that annual. Hell yeah. And speaking of Empire, here it is. Empire Avengers 3 of 3 has 2 different covers. Empire Captain America 3 of 3 has 2 different covers. And could that be it for Empire this week? I think Empire's finally coming down to the wire as well. Let's just get it out of the way and we can move on completely. Speaking of that, Iron Man 2020 6 of 6. Like I said, this is it. We're finally getting through all this crap. And then we have Fantastic Four Antithesis 1 of 4. I'm probably not going to get it. It does have 5 different covers. I try not to let Marvel trick me into these 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 issues. They're usually a waste of money. We have Helion's 3 coming out, little X-Men action. After that, we have Spider-Man Noir 3 of 5. Has a cover A and a cover B. Issues are okay. They could be better. I was kind of expecting more from it, but I'm just not really digging it too much. We have, if you're interested in Star Wars, we have Dr. Aphra, number 3, also has 2 different covers. Now, these are 2 big ones, in my opinion, that you should be looking out for as well. Strange Academy, number 1, 3rd printing. I love Strange Academy. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of my next spec videos. I think it has a lot of potential. So I would definitely be looking forward to these issue 1s, and especially later printings. The other one is a Thor 2, Nick Klein, 4th printing. Thor 2, I don't think that was a big issue. I can't really remember, but I know people are eating up these Thor issues like no one's business. So, just stay watch. And to finish up with Marvel, we have X-Factor 2, 3 different covers. X-Men 11, 3 different covers. And X-Men, God Loves Man, Kills Extended Cut, 2 of 2 with 2 different covers. So, a little bit of X-Men action. Marvel's got a little bit of everything for someone this week, except those people who are reading Empire and Iron Man 2020. I feel like no one's reading that. I could be wrong. Someone has to be. They keep printing it out. So if you are reading that and you are liking it, please let me know so I can stop completely shitting on it, because I don't want to be completely wrong. With that, those are all of the books coming out this week. We have some seriously fire issues, and these covers were all fantastic. It's going to be a little bit hard to pick my top issue of the week this week. So to be honest, I think it's going to have to be either Mega Man Fully Charged #1 or Batman 3 Jokers #1. I think those two, it's a close tie. I'm not sure. I think Mega Man might pull out for my #1 choice of the week, though. So at this time, let me know what you guys are thinking. There's a ton of issues coming out, all these nice covers. Let me know down low which covers you think were the hottest this week and which issues you think are going to be the best choice. And with that, have a good day.